barely, like, it just, like, nicked him, didn't it? I thought.
Mm-mm.
Oh, it went, like, through his skull?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
Also, I don't know if it's a flashback that he's remembering, or if it's just a flashback to tell us a story. He's having flashbacks about the, Scarecrow. Yeah, or I think actually it might be Scarecrow's having flashbacks about him and Batman, honestly. Because Scarecrow is afraid of the boy who fears nothing, which is Robin. Which is great, I think, personally.
It's pretty neat. Now, I'm going to ask you this, and feel free to edit this out if necessary, but is this all just a Scarecrow psychotic event?
No.
Because how it's scary than not knowing who you are, not knowing anything, not remembering anything, and being stuck in a hospital or that kind of stuff.
Right.
That'd be kind of,
Yeah.
You know?
So the author for Nightwing has been Benjamin Percy. Travis Moore, Chris Mooneyham, and Klaus Janson have been the artists. Lots of art, lots of colors. This is a long book because it was number 50. It's extra size, extra long. But starting in number 51, Scott Lobdale is the author, who, don't know if you recognize that name,
It does sound familiar.
is the author for Red Hood and the Outlaws and Red Hood Outlaw.
Right.
Which I'm very much enjoying his work in that book, in that series.
I'm very much enjoying hearing about it.
Obviously.
Yeah.
So, number 51.
That's that foil cover.
Yes, the foil cover.
Yeah.
It's extra shiny, boy.
Foiled again.
Yeah, it was another one of those, take my money, October's, DC, Marvel.
Yep.
October's a busy month, been a busy month, and at least we only have a week left.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
So ready for it to be over. And Hi-Fi is doing the colors in this, so that's cool. Hi-Fi is a really good colorist.
He's been on a couple other books.
He's been doing a lot of Marvel and DC recently. And we have Travis Moore and Gary Brown as new artists, so we've switched after issue number 50 to new author and new artist. I don't know if they're going to be continuing or if it was just this story. I hope that they're continuing because I very much like this book so far. Called Night Terrors. It's called Night Terrors with a K.
I happened to see that first little picture in there. That was pretty cool.
Yeah. I was gonna. Yeah. Sorry. Forgot that I was gonna look for the cover artist. I'm gonna just assume it's the same as the artist for the inside. This is the first spread here.
Oh, I was talking about on the inside.
Oh, on the inside page.
I saw some
Also,
of it.
that's
That's
boy.
just kind of neat.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
That boy.
Yeah.
We start off with a detective investigating the fire that just came out of sewer. Or not, it's actually not a sewer, I'm sorry. It's subway.
These Ninja Turtles about it.
He is investigating the fire and finds the Nightwing cave, where there's still suits intact because, he probably went through precautions before he set it on fire, before he lost his memory, that if something happened, that he would still have stuff.
Right.
Smart stuff. And he's officially going by Rick Grayson now. Dick is now going by that. But, so we start off with the investigator being like, Bloodhaven's been a lot worse since he decided to disappear. We don't know where he went. We don't know if he just skipped town or if he's dead. We don't know what's going on. We just know he's gone. And then we go to Rick's dreams, Rick's nightmares that he's having of it's like muscle memory that he is fighting people in his dreams, like villains that he's fought before, and then he gets back up from Batgirl and Robin, but he can't see their faces. He doesn't remember what they look like or anything, and then the dream ends by them getting shot and dying. So he's having massive PTSD and waking up screaming all the time and not sleeping a lot, and it's good time. It's great. But he's at his bar, the bar that he frequents that I don't know the name of because they don't show the name. And
the bar without a title.
The bar with no title.
We're gonna call it the bar with no name. Oh wait.
Yeah.
DC.
The saloon without title.
Without title.
Saloon without title. And he wakes up there after screaming PTSD and whatnot, and Alfred is chilling, like trying to keep an eye on him, but from a distance, and he's like, hey, so when I was a soldier, I also had PTSD, and you should really talk to someone about it, even if it's not me. You should really talk to someone, anyone. And he's like, I know that I know you, and I like have these muscle reflexes of fighting and whatever, because every time he gets in danger, he can fight back, like, without trying, basically. Right. And he's like, but I don't want to know who I was, because obviously I was constantly putting the people I cared about in danger, and I was constantly in danger, and that's why I am where I'm at now. Right. So I am good on not knowing who I was and starting over. So he just is refusing to relearn his past. Huh. The last thing that he apparently remembers is his parents dying and trapeze. So that's cool. So he remembers all of that, like, when he was a child, but he doesn't remember Bruce adopting him or becoming Robin or Nightwing or any of that.
Reverse back to the state of the previous trauma.
Yeah, I guess.
That's probably Freudian or something.
No. Because that had a lot to do with Peni and Mother's Freudian stuff.
Psycho.
Anyways, so he gets attacked at some point again, and his reflexes come back, and he, like, almost kills someone by accident. He's like, I'm, like, afraid of
what I might do.
Yeah, what I might do without any, knowledge of what I can do in the first place. Right. If that makes any sense. Yeah. So, then at the very end, we see someone saying, we need Nightwing, no matter what happened to him before, we need him to come back. And someone puts on a suit, and it is not Rick Grayson, but the cop that was investigating the fire, puts on the suit, and he's like, I'm the new Nightwing. So that's probably going to end up terribly.
Oh man, all beer belly and everything?
No, he was...
There was a fit cop in Gotham?
He's in Bloodhaven.
I was just trying to think about it, man. What other main story comic book gives you a chronological progression of these characters that stays with the main story? I love how they've kept Robin. Robin was Robin, you know, and he was Dick Grayson, and then he grew up to be Nightwing, and, right. You know, and Jason Todd, and that we're following them and where they're at, and I can't think of anything in Marvel that
like, I mean, he started as someone and grew into someone else. Like,
I mean, they have a little bit of development with, like, Peter Parker, Spider-Man. Right. He was 15 years old.
Doc Ock.
He's well, no, but I mean, you know, like, that they were for a long time this person, and now they are this other person, this character, and they show them much older.
DC likes to do that because
Yeah.
you got Red Arrow into Arsenal, and
Man, that's
Speedy to Red Arrow to Arsenal. Yeah.
And I can't think of anything that mirrors that in Marvel, and it's super unique in DC, and it's really awesome. And I'm almost kicking myself every time I hear you talk about these freaking books. I'm like, it makes too much sense to not collect Red Hood and Nightwing.
Right.
Especially, he was one of my very first comic books. It was Punisher and Batman. A little bit of Spider-Man background in there, but Punisher and Batman. And man, these are great stories that you're telling. That you're
rehashing.
Yeah. And I'm hearing that really makes me. And that shot too in the book where they showed Dick getting shot. And it's super classic. It actually made me think of Jason Todd in Death in the Family getting hit.
Yeah, sure.
Like that kind of same imagery and like super cool. Sorry.
You're fine.
Sorry to get off on a tangent, but I'm enjoying that a lot. If I drop a couple Marvel titles, I might have to jump on board with some.
Please do.
With some Red Hood and some freaking Nightwing.
Yeah, that is definitely not a title I'm going to collect because there's a lot of background there that you have to get back to, and I don't want to go back and read it right now because I'm
completionist.
That's what I was thinking with Flash too. I'm like, I can't collect Flash, and then I'm like, I'm gonna collect Flash.
he's really quick to get caught up on. He's a fast read.
That's actually not very true.
Sorry, I had to beat suit on for a second.
God. It's not appropriate.
It was with the phone book. It's fine.
There's a lot of crazy shit going on in Dick Grayson's world. Rick, pardon me.
Yeah, I have to call him Rick now. It's what he's calling himself.
Rick Grayson.
Seriously, okay. It's at least they didn't Rick roll us. They at least gave him a legitimate reason of why the name changed. They didn't go, well, yeah, that's really his name by birth certificate found in a cave somewhere.
Right. It's not like a Hulk situation that we were talking about, where it's
what I was thinking.
Inappropriate.
Yeah.
Like his name has always been Dick Grayson.
Yeah.
Always.
Now all of a sudden.
After how many years?
Dude's in his 30s. He's.
I'm glad they didn't do it that way, and knowing that they did it this way is like, okay, I can understand, I can relate to that. Well, not relate, but I've never been shot in the head, but I've fallen off a jungle gym before and hit my head, and I thought I was going to die, and I didn't want to be me anymore, so I gave up my pass. I was 5. Alright? But no,
I'm never doing this again.
I'm never doing this again, and I never did. Jungle gyms are for the weak. Alright? Stay on the ground like tough people. Alright? But no, it makes sense. It makes sense that somebody in that situation would want... Everybody's wanting you to be a specific standard.
Right.
You just ignore that standard because you want to feel how you feel.
Yep. You had a similar situation, Peachy?
Yeah, where I was running across a log on a playground and I fell on my chest and knocked the wind out of myself for the first time. I was probably like 8, 6, 7, something like that. I'm not sure, but...
Get up to life, man.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, no more Daredevil. Yeah, I thought I was a Daredevil. I'd like climb the thing and do flips and stuff like that and whatever. And one of my buddies was running across. I'm like, I could do that. I'm dying. You know, you get the wind knocked out of you.
You're supposed to go through the tube, not over the top. Right. That's what I didn't learn until afterwards. It's a long way to the top.
Please.
All right, well, I mean, that was great. Anything else you want to add on that? Because that was actually... I've been waiting to hear. And now I have more incentive to get back on Batman.
Yeah.
Because that whole wedding really kind of like... Okay, I just got back into comics. Now you're like making me not want to read.
Right? Like, what was that, guys? Come on.
Yeah,
weird relaunch points that they've chosen lately, but obviously the stories are super intriguing and, you know.
Yeah.
keep you engaged. So that I mean, I'm seriously considering looking at what titles I can drop to jump.
Just Daredevil, it's fine.